I finally managed to buy the old truck after getting on the grind selling firewood and tree logs. Instead of relying on selling either of them, I plan on building the sugar shack to sell as much maple syrup as possible, just like the regular save. Hey guys, it's TRIZE here, and let's start our Wednesday off where we got the old truck that I bought from the last hardcore episode, along with the chainsaws, because like I mentioned with the wood in the back, let's drive the truck and hunt down some pine trees on my land to get things started with my sugar shack. Let's start this bad boy up, put off the parking brake, and let's get on going. So what I do know when it comes to building up a sugar shack is that you need, I believe, 64 pine logs that you must use to build a sugar shack. So let's cut this bad boy down and collapse. I believe they produce 6 pine logs. Yes, they do. So we need 10 more left to go. So cut this bad boy down, boosh, and again to produce the logs rather than cutting everyone down individually. And at least on a good note that I bought the pruning loopers a while ago. As you can kind of see, as I got the big trees right here that are fully matured and the smaller ones right next to them, especially for this guy, is to produce such a sapling so I can replace like this tree once it's cut down, and this one will replace it once this is matured. So no trees are really lost in the process. So let's put the chainsaw in here and haul these logs. Hopefully we can fit them in the truck. So carrying all these pine logs, so up to my left, if you don't know about this, this is where you build your sugar shack with this little scaffolding right here. And a little marker where you can put the logs in here to build the shack just like this. And going over this, yes, you need 64 total pine logs to build the shack. We got 1 to 64, so let's keep on stacking this bad boy and go from there. And what I do know when it comes to cutting down the pine trees as so, there'll be a couple leftover logs that will not be used to build the sugar shack. So I believe there'll be like maybe like 2 or 3 excess pieces of pine logs you could use to just either sell at the lumber mill to get like a few extra bucks or something like that. Or just play it safe and use the log and get it to this little wood splitter right here and make some firewood and use that to burn the maple sugar water to convert that into maple syrup, which you'll see later in how the process will go if you don't know about this. And seeing that my maple syrup beads are quite full, so where are we at? 17. Our maple syrup beads are kind of full up in here, so I'll get done with this batch and drink some maple syrup and probably have to stop at the town and buy some poutine. Because I don't have poutine at my house though, because poutine in hardcore, but basically the hard mode of Mon Bazou, is that the poutine is perishable in this game. This could spoil for up to 3 days or something like that. You got like 3 days of shelf life if the home is not powered on your refrigerator where you store your poutine, and after 3 days of being like set out in the open or not properly refrigerated or something like that, then the poutine will become spoiled and your poutine needs will not go down whatsoever. So basically, you're just wasting food, and I don't want to do that in this game. Or same thing with my generator fuel. I don't want to waste too much fuel by just doing all that with my poutine. I could just go to the store, buy some, eat them, and go from there. I don't have to turn my generator on just for that, or just only to save games. It's pretty much the only need for the generator at the moment for me is just to save the game as is, either with the computer or charge the game controller right here, the portable game console, and to save the game just like this. So to my knowledge, is this the halfway point? Yes, we are. So here's a halfway point. Let's drink some damn maple syrup right now to calm this dude's nerves. Alright, he's gonna die, so drink the damn maple syrup. You happy? Even though you could be drinking maple syrup at the sugar shack once it's fully built. And can you drive the truck over to Barker to place the... Yes, you can. You can just drive up and then just deliver the logs just like this. So, door, please. Yeah, place the logs. Thank you very much. Where am I at right now? 42 out of 64, so 22 more to go. So that's what, 4 trees? I believe this is the final piece of logs. Yes, it is. Move further, move back. Well, I gotta move my truck first. Move farther! No, I ain't with the frickin' E-brake pulled up. Move farther. Let's just be a hard ass and move back farther. In big capital letters. Move back, damn it. Wow, now you are too far. Come back here while I'm starving up in here, man. And here comes the sugar shack Yeah, just like that as it plops its way into place. Where we got the sugar tank, the actual shack itself. Walking on in, we got a pimped out reservoir. Instead of 480 liters or something like that, we got 240, the basic stuff. And the wood furnace. We don't have the map torch, so we have to buy it at the store, I believe. Can I get it from the garage? You have to buy it from the Cali gas station. And there's no sugar water right here. So we gotta sell some stuff to start our maple syrup business. At least on the bright side, we got these 2 logs, like I mentioned, these 2 logs that we can convert into firewood and put that in the furnace, or probably sell this to Francis first. Like, I'll convert this down to firewood, as you can see right here, convert that into firewood, sell it to Francis, and try to make a lot of money, because I need to buy the barrel, what are those, the syrup thingies, what are those? Oh, the sap sprouts, the sap sprout kit, and the tubing rolls to connect to the maple syrup network, the little thingy right here, the vacuum pump, which having 0 maple trees connected, which is very, very bad. We need to be not so very, very bad by connecting as much maple trees as possible to the network and make a crap ton of maple syrup and do all that good stuff. So Francis is good on firewood, so back her on up and wait for it. Poppity plop plop. $140. Now I got enough to buy a barrel for $200 and whatever I need to start my maple syrup operation. So Francis, come here. I want to talk to you. Yo, Francis. SGG? SGG. I hate cutting firewood so much. I agree, dude. I just cut a lot of firewood to make the sugar shack build that bad boy. Yo, Mr. Chef, I'm gonna die. Yeah, well, good today because I don't want to die. I want to eat in your face and go to the Maple Syrup Federation. What's first? Yeah, Maple Syrup Federation first, just to check these guys out. But I need to buy the map torch for these guys, so let's buy the map torch so we don't, like, go over budget with our maple syrup operations, because I don't want to cut down more firewood, because Francis hates it, I hate it too, so we all hate it up in here, folks. Yo, Jacques, how much does this cost? Obey. It's, oh, man, $35. We have to. We have to make a frickin' spark to ignite the newspaper as we put in the firewood, light the newspaper, the map torch, boosh, now we got a fire. That's how it works when converting the sugar water into maple syrup. So Norman. Hello, yes, racetracks are bad for you people. So it seems like, yeah, they close in an hour, at least they're open on the weekdays, so my boy Eric, let yourself be seduced by our extensive collection of pipes. Yeah, baby, pipes. So the only thing we can afford right now is a barrel, a $200, 120-liter barrel, which we need to sell at the Maple Syrup Federation to, 1, sell for $200 and get a weekly paycheck at every Sunday at midnight, which stacks for like 4 or 5 weeks. $10 for sap sprouts, $25 for the tubing rolls, so $35 right there, plus the barrel. So we need to spend $235 in here to get things started with the maple syrup operation. So let's start off with the barrel and buy the tubing rolls and the sap sprout packs by tomorrow as we do more selling the firewood to Francis. Yo, Francis, look, I got a big-ass truckload of firewood. You want this? Yes or no? Calm down, little brother. $300. That's what I'm talking about. So let's use this leftover wood that we got in the truck, we get both in the cabin and these 3 pieces of wood in the truck bed, and heading over to the Maple Syrup Federation, get the sap sprouts, get the tubing rolls, and start things off with my maple syrup network. I swear, what happens if you try to sell wood at this place? You can't. I'll put like a prompt whatever saying, hey, that's wood, you dumbass, or whatever, kind of like how they roast you. Unlike doing stupid stuff, the game just flat out roasts you for being stupid. So Eric, hey, I'm gonna be buying this stuff. You don't mind? I guess he doesn't mind. So $10 there, and $25 here. Yeah, the tubing roll is a yeah for my to-do list. Are you serious? And let's buy the tubing junction thing because you pretty much need this at the connection point, the connector point, to your vacuum tube, so you can connect like one side over there, one side over there, one side over there, and basically one side goes to your vacuum pump, and you can connect the other 2 separate networks to connect it to your main network, this tubing junction, to the vacuum pump, which I'll probably explain this better. Well, hello bus volume 3 of my hardcore save. Let's brake check Richard. Brake check his ass. that did not work so well as you have crappy brakes in this truck. He's gonna brake as so, and just drive very slow at 30 kilometers an hour. Move. Move your bitch ass. I said move, dude! So here we are at the pimped out sugar shack. So with the tubing junction here, I got this placed down. So the best way to place this, just by starting out, I would say roughly here because... Oh, there's 4 connectors? Oh, there's 3. So assuming that you got like a network of these trees here, and these trees there, and these trees there, and you got like separate tubing connectors connected to the actual junction, like one over here, and one behind you, and one over there. You connect all these 3 to the tubing junction, and this main, honestly this main post, but this connector will go from here to the vacuum pump, and whatever trees that you connected with the tubing junction will go straight to the pump. So right now, let's find some maple trees that we got matured at the moment, so this doesn't seem 49%. So this one is matured, so let's route this out, let's map this out real quick. So let's start off with this tree, which I know is matured. There we go, so that's 1 sap sprout, and connect this bad boy to the tubing junction for now, and then this point to here for our first tree, which is very bad having that connected as of right now. I guess my best guess is I go from here and grab onto this tree and connect, I believe, this one over there, and going over here, there, and elsewhere until we run out of both tubing rolls and sap sprout packs. So hopefully this will be a good start for our operations in our hardcore save. Oh, wait, you know what? This damn tree's in the way. Crap. Unless I can get a connection, like, here, and connect it... No, this is in the way no matter what. God damn it. So let's start our connection maybe over here. Hopefully this tubing roll can reach from this point to that point for our tubing roll. Let's see. The answer is... good. Now that tree is connected. How about these guys over here? That's good. And way over here, yes. And finally, this boy barely reaches. Damn, that's pretty long. And of course, this guy, boom, that's in the way. If I were to get like a connection somewheres, it ain't happening, Chief. Nope, it ain't happening, Chief. So this is kind of a rocky but weird start to my maple syrup operations of just having my tubing rolls and all that stuff being placed like all over the place because a bunch of trees aren't mature just yet. And speaking of those trees not being matured, I do have them like in the way of the mature tree that's like in the back. So I have to wait till this matures, place a sap sprout there along with this one behind it, and connect 2 of those trees instead of having like 1 tree connected or the tree in the way have nothing connected. But in the future, once they are matured, I will be readjusting my maple syrup network so I can get kind of better logistics going, like where everything's going, what trees should be connected, or whatever. And the final tubing roll. Boom. Place it right there, do some littering on my property. Where are we at? Is that 7 trees? 9. 9 trees connected, which according to game is very bad. Well, we gotta start the home generator to pump up the sugar water and do all that good stuff, so turn on the generator. Hey, Mr. Generator, let's turn your bitches on, and brrr, and we're about 25% of fuel, but we should be okay, yeah. Alright, so we're getting a little bit of sugar water in the tank, and it is indeed running at the moment with my pump, so it's going a little bit at a time. Can I get a better look, please? Please, Mr. Game, Mr. Jason Tremblay, your character in the game? It's a horrible reference, so let's just trust the system and get this going. So, turn the sugar water tank thingy-majig on, and dump all that sugar water as is, with the little stream that's not actually connected, this and that, in the tank. Well, seeing that my maple syrup needs are getting high at the moment, we're about a little over half full of the sugar water tank. Let's light this bad boy up. Light this bad boy up. Did the newspaper disappear? And now light this bad boy up and start the furnace going. Get this furnace going and close it on up to warm up the furnace and convert the sugar water into pure maple syrup. So just simply starting out by just building the sugar shack and connecting a few trees to the network right now, filling up a single barrel of 120 liters of this stuff here will take a long time just to fill up a single barrel from just starting out of making maple syrup. So it'll probably be maybe like a Friday or whatever, this barrel will be completely full by the time that we can actually sell this to the Syrup Federation, get $200 from the day, and $200 again on a Sunday at midnight to be paid every week. And right about now, this thing should start boiling, am I correct? please, boil. Please make that syrup. Yeah, baby, now we boil. Now we make it with maple syrup. So drink this bad boy from the, drink maple syrup from the evaporator and cure our maple syrup beads by just doing that. And here's our first drop of the maple syrup in the reservoir. We need a bit more to fill up the actual barrel, so keep pumping away while this drains. And damn, that's gonna drain pretty fast. And we got our first 4%. I believe it's gonna start to go to 8%. Yes, because you need at least 5 liters or whatever of maple syrup to convert that to the barrel. So once it hits 5 or more, boom, that goes straight in the barrel because this is set to on. And I guess we'll sit here for a while until the pump stops operating at 1600 hours and probably go from there. After it's done operating, probably do some extreme DoorDash and just keep pumping away off camera until I can get this barrel sold. As time begins to wind down, it's 1600 hours right now. This won't boil any more maple syrup because the needle goes up and down, regardless of what's in the furnace right now at over 300 some degrees. We got 1 in the maple syrup reservoir and 21, now 2 in the reservoir, as you heard that little psst sound. At 21% of the barrel filled again? What? Is it going try-hard mode or what? I guess so, all of a sudden. My guess is that the water pump ain't working, or the vacuum pump, and what the hell did the meter just do? Say the vacuum pump wasn't working no more because it's 1600 hours, it just stopped working, and it just started spewing out as much maple syrup because that's boiling, and it just wants to empty the damn tank whatsoever, any way it can. So we filled the barrel to 25%, not enough to sell it at the Maple Syrup Federation because you need a full barrel to sell for today. So unfortunately that didn't work out, so let's go into town, do some extreme DoorDash, talk to Chef to buy a chain so I don't die. Well, first things first, before I do some extreme DoorDash, let's fill up the damn gas tank in this truck because we about empty and this place is gonna close really soon. Hey Chef, I want to do some pizza deliveries, but first, yo man, I'm eating your food. Now, let's do the pizza deliveries by starting with this boy here, and this boy over here, and this boy over here as the pizzas are on its side. Yeah, that's gonna be freaking spoiled and ruin all that good stuff. And head over to the first house, which is to my northeast-ish. And unlike the Koenig, where you're gonna be bottoming out everywhere we go up on curbs and stuff like that, we got 17 hours there, we gotta make a right turn by the school. No. Yes, it's by the school, but I didn't expect to be right there, ass cheese, as I rammed the dude's house. So like the Koenig, when I'm bottoming out every time I go up a curb, down a curb, or whatever, we don't really do so, barely gotta do so with the truck because it's very high-centered and all that good stuff. Well done, that was okay-ish fast, it made $20 right there. So in general, about $50 worth of pizza deliveries. Not that bad. Alright boyos, let's shut off the generator to save some fuel, and what are we at? About 20% left of our fuel tank in the generator. Shut it on off, and go to bed. So I managed to build the Sugar Shack as so pretty easily in this hardcore save, just like my regular save way in the past. The building part was pretty simple. I'd cut down 11 pine trees and stacked 64 logs to insta-build this bad boy. In the future, I'm really going to be heavily investing my time and money into my Sugar Shack to plant and connect as many maple trees to sell as much maple syrup as I possibly can, which doing that will take me some time to really get that going. So anyways, that'll do it with this hardcore Mon Bazou video. And for those who are interested in this type of content, please be sure to like and subscribe so you won't miss out on any videos like this in the future. So this is TRIZE Rising Up, and signing out.